Hello everyone, this is Maffumancasting with the StarCraft Star Battle. This is a 6-on-6 ship-building action game, starting up with the Get OSC, 1.81 speed, and some chrono boost. Looks like a minion gonna come on in there, 1.71 speed, but a more standard electromagnetic storm. Looks like Nox, who is a pirate, is gonna come on in there with 1.71 speed, backlash rockets, and wraiths. Wraiths also help farm, just have to make sure you actually use them. And he definitely is right there. Look at that Piratitude moving those over to one side to farm on that, and also sort of following them as well. Cobra. Looks like he has 1.51 speed, but 6 upgrades on his interceptors, sacrificing some speed for some damage. And we got Demcamp coming in there, one-shot farming because he has 2 phase disruptors. Looks like Monkeyfoot's bringing up the back. 1.71 speed, backlash rockets upgraded to 10 range. Looks like John has the 10 range 1 backlash rockets, 1.71 speed, and Papa Smurf has the same thing. Very popular build, very good to do. Speed, always good. Range, always good. Damage, always good. Frigate stuff in total. Looks like Michael's going to come on in there. He has that thermal lance though, so that those interceptors that are right behind, Michael could have been thermal lanced. And up until the 11 upgrade range, they can be one-shot farmed. So Michael is the biggest threat to the carrier. He's right now threatening Demcamp. Demcamp upgraded, his phase disruptors. Basically, he upgraded his damage to farm ships and was doing less, but he's getting some help from his allies. But the rest of the red side is moving up. Looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to come on in there. Laser batteries, longbow missiles, extra damage. Look how many missiles are on the red side right here with 2 Raven support. Of course, they're going to move in and farm up here. Definitely going to be able to get the early advantage. Carrier's fantastic when they get a lot of money. Demcamp, the Void Ray, also great when you get a lot of money. I don't like early, late game unit terms. However, look at this money situation he's trying to get, reaching out there, but nothing is caught. Temps will help a lot if he ever gets money for it. He has only about 500 right now. That's not that much as far as carrier stuff goes. Monkeyfoot is doing some good stuff right here though, trying to be close to his base so they can't dive in and kill him. However, they can hurt him, and he's definitely going to have to kind of stay back there. Get maybe the chrono boost to push a little further, but now the red side is just saying, okay, well, we're not anywhere close to hurt. We have plenty of support units, but why not move back when you're not hurt, so then you can upgrade a little bit faster. Looks like Papa Smurf's going to just try to do a little bit more frigate on frigate action right there. Ooh, yeah, that secret missile actually could hurt and take him out, but not quite. Papa Smurf wanted to, but there wasn't just enough damage to survive right there. Looks like he's going to go along the side. He is going to try to fight off these interceptors. These interceptors are upgraded, so they will take less damage. They have 3 armor, basically half of the upgrades, and do 24 damage. And he doesn't have any upgrades on his laser battery, but he's still there trying to hurt them. He knows that that's what the carrier wants to do. He wants to, farm and make as much money as he possibly can. And even though he's not maximized for killing interceptors, he wants to do it anyway. Just slow that on down. It looks like Michael wants to tank all that damage. He definitely will. He has Thermal Lance. He only has the starting upgrades. Thermal Lance plus some energy, 225, 250, and then 275 to make sure he can actually use it. It's slow. It does work. He just can't use it all the time, forever. Not just yet. Demcamp, trying to take up this advantage on farming while the red side is sort of meandering back to base, not everybody at the same time. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Untamed Panda just trying to farm. Get that little extra right there. It's always so tempting to just make money throughout this entire game, because that's what you definitely want to do. Upgrades, obviously, way of doing it. But you also have to balance that out between how much risk you're taking. And right now, the red side is playing it pretty decently safe. Getting a little bit greedy, trying to take that money, but listen, he's at full health. I mean, between here and there, is he really going to die? Probably not. I mean, it's possible, just probably not. EMP, beautiful shot right there. Monkeyfoot and Demcamp hit by Untamed Panda. He can't be tamed, as they say. 1.71 speed, 700 money though. Looks like Michael is going to have 500 by the time he gets back to base. Papa Smurf had about 800-ish, high 70s. Looks like the 2 Ravens are moving on up there. With all those, he got some Seeker, got some EMP and some Seeker Missile, and we got EMP right here. Looks like the red side is going to try to fight off these little interceptor bubble. And look at these, Tempest from the House plus Tempest from Cobra, EMP being used, and Diesel overextending. We got Monkeyfoot moving in there. He did use his, missiles to try to do some damage. Michael comes on in at a good time. Does have Untamed Panda to protect Diesel right there. Beautiful Thermal Lance being used, and nuke! Torpedo, swing and a miss. Field goal, just in time for the sports ball. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi, though, launching a nuke, chasing away Monkeyfoot. Monkeyfoot kind of move away. He's 1.82 speed. He's basically the same speed as the nuke. And will he make it back? Maybe not with Michael just pushing up. Michael does not quite have enough for Thermal Lance. Couldn't kill him quicker, but he does die right there. The blue side moving on back. It looks like Cobra wants to do some damage with his interceptors. Upgraded 9 times because he upgraded his Tempest. Even though they're only 1 upgrade of Tempest, they still cost 225 energy to use. Doesn't have very much. It only has that and Warp In. And only upgraded his range a little bit, upgraded his damage once. But basically all of that's just try to balance it out with the interceptors. Untamed Panda and Diesel, both Ravens, but both very low shield to transfer to the shield transfer tank. Michael wants to farm up, but he knows that there's some danger out there to do so. Obi-Wan Kenobi, getting feedback from Minion. Minion has the Battle Arbiter right here. Got the Electromagnetic Storm to do damage in an area, as well as the feedback to stop people like Papa Smurf from using their abilities. Obi-Wan Kenobi showed off that he has a nuke. So if he gets feedback, he can't use it usually unless he has energy. It looks like the red side is going to be much quicker in their retreat this time. But hey, they got a unit. They don't need to stay. Just because it's a 6 versus 5 right now doesn't mean that you're safe. The 6 units that are available are damaged, so it's very easy to get picked off. Diesel trying to farm. Blue side moving back. They're gonna move back. Looks like Ghetto SC has feedback as well. Energy Battle is on. We got Diesel, EMP, Untamed Panda, EMPing. Nox the Pirate. Nox the Pirate can't use his abilities without any energy. Minions got some feedback. Ghetto's got some feedback. Dem Camp could get Purifier Beam. It's not the first upgrade that you usually get. Obi-Wan Kenobi could get Lockdown. It won't be the upgrade he gets. Dem Camp doesn't have enough energy to blink though. Will he get nuked? I mean, it's very possible. 1.96 speed. It probably won't happen. He probably will make it back to base. But look at this little boy chasing him. Go go go! And it does time out. But made him go from I guess. I'm not going to try to do math. It moved about a 1/7 of the map away. We got Michael trying to farm, being EMP'd, but having enough energy in reserve that he needed a second EMP to be completely energy drained. Nox the Pirate moving on in, got them afterburner abilities. Does have a Fusion Torpedo as well. Fusion Torpedo, 200 energy. Afterburners, 50. He has 325 in reserves. Trying to balance out his cool abilities with his missiles. And a Torpedo could take out John, and it does hit John. He's gonna move on in there. He's got the afterburners to do some damage. We got Dem Camp being EMP'd, but having just enough damage to take out John right there. I mean, I guess it was killed off by Nox, but definitely assisted right there. EMP being used. We got Michael chasing on up there. He's right in the range of the Tempest, though. The Tempest are going to do some damage. We got Nox moving in there. Papa Smurf launching the ion cannon. Nox is kills off Michael right here. The tank on the red side. Papa Smurf did a whole bunch of damage to Nox, but couldn't stay in the Tempest range for very long. And Ghetto was trying to move it in there, using some feedback as well if he gets the energy for it. Obi-Wan Kenobi being feedbacked. Ghetto SC using that right there. He only has 2 abilities, 425. But it looks like the red side is going to have to move on back 1,300 money from Frigate, so he can upgrade whatever he really wants to. Let's see what he ends up doing. Keep a little eye on that. Obi-Wan Kenobi about 530, Untamed Panda 39, Diesel 196, about 200. If he makes it back to base, he won't even be able to do very much with it. We're gonna keep an eye on Papa Smurf though, because he just had a whole butt ton of money right there. Does have quick reload. That's gonna be great for doing extra damage. Immediately finishes the cooldown of Backlash Rockets instead of launching after 4 seconds. It's going to shoot immediately. So 4, and then it's shooting and then shooting again. quickly reloading, as they say. Papa Smurf flying in there, taking some damage, doing some damage, but then leaving. Does have 2 Ravens to help on out, but you can't PDD or something like that on the Tempest. Even though the Tempests are upgraded about 10 times, they will slowly do some damage against the tower. Papa Smurf's going to have to dive in there because he spent so much money on some cool abilities. Doesn't have as much money around to have his plasma shields, but he's not designed to be the tank. He just had to tank some damage right there. Looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because he went for a really neato ability in the very beginning of the game, he doesn't have very much left. He had the nuke. It cost money, which he spent not in ability to farm, not in range, not in... I mean, he has speed, but he doesn't have armor, that type of stuff. Good. If you get a kill off, that's fantastic. But it is a kind of like a 6 pool. You very quickly are not farming as efficiently as possible. Little farming deficit right there. We got Nox being hurt. Papa Smurf moving in. He used that quick reload and he used that ion cannon. If he gets a little bit closer, he could use it again. Because the Untamed Panda launching his secret missile, and there's a nuke following Nox. Nuke following Nox. Secret missiles, double of them. It looks like he will make it on back to base. Will he make it all the way back to base and still survive? Yes, he will. Looks like red side unable to get the kill right there, even though they launched everything in the book against the frigate. He just had enough time, had enough speed to get on back there. Looks like Untamed Panda gonna move on in. Nox, because he wasn't only hurt in the shields and possibly the emotions, he was able to move, and use his warp jump into battle. Secret Missile is a good ability. It does chase them. He's basically forcing Nox to take some damage as the non-tank that he is. However, there's a little bit of a time startup lag, and it does a certain amount of damage. It doesn't usually one-shot things. It only does 274 own damage. Nox being sneaky. I think Papa Smurf and Untamed Panda gonna launch in there and punish him for trying to be sneaky. We got Papa Smurf moving in. Ion Cannon being used. Being healed as well, and if he gets another quick reload or something like that, he could possibly take him out. Ooh, the Secret Missile hit the rock, and the AI bleeped out a little bit on him. You got EMP on Ghetto SC. Ghetto SC using the grab on Obi-Wan Kenobi. Feedback being used against Untamed Panda. We got Demicamp moving in there, and it looks like Nox, who's slowly healing. He's going to use his frigate torpedo, the EMP, frigate torpedo being used. Demcamp finishing him off. Nox actually getting the kill right there. But with Demcamp at about 1,000 life, that's going to be good enough. We got a Papa Smurf farming right there. Looks like Ghetto SC is going to bling on the rocks right there. Oh no. Rocks indeed are solid. Usually you boing off, but if you're just clicking back to base and you don't pay attention for like a half second, you can get caught in the rocks. Apparently, as demonstrated by Ghetto SC right there. He is trying to protect the Cobra Tempest right there. It looks like he's just going to farm up right now. Blue side with 5, red side with 1 less ship, 3 now instead of 4. We got Papa Smurf moving in there. He's trying to do some damage, but it's just not quite enough. We got Diesel moving in there as well to finish off these Cobra Tempests as well. But because all 3 were killed, means Cobra can bring them on back. Nox has enough energy to use his fusion torpedo. It's on a 60-second cooldown right now. We got Untamed Panda launching a secret missile to scare him away. Will he take the damage or will he run away? He's just going to kind of do both and then take the damage. Looks like Diesel going to be kind of moving up the side. No PDDs or anything like that. Wouldn't quite help against the Tempest, but it would going around the side. But sometimes you can't really avoid that. Papa Smurf moving in, trying to do some damage, trying to take off these interceptors. Good flying right there, moving back, hitting the interceptors without taking too much damage from the Tempest right there. Tempest from the side as well are just the House Tempest, and will that be enough? Beautiful feedback being used to stop Papa Smurf from using his ion cannon. Nox moving in. He does have afterburners, and fusion torpedo is now available. Will he end up using it? This battle station is taking a whole bunch of damage, and it looks like it is going to survive briefly. Papa Smurf tanking some damage again as the frigate. He doesn't quite want to do that, but he doesn't have any other choice. We got Diesel moving in. EMP being used against Ghetto. Ghetto has no energy left. No cool abilities, no feedback, no stasis, no chrono boost, just damage from Papa Smurf. We got Nox flying in there again, just taking some damage. There's no tanks whatsoever, so all the ships that are not really necessarily designed to take damage have to take damage. Looks like Demicamp's gonna be nice and secretive, gonna talk to this quiet EMP. No, I was gonna go into stealth mode, but he's gonna get EMP'd and unstealthified. Looks like Diesel gonna move on in there. Again, that EMP does work on an area of effect, and because that Void Ray was in that area, it was defected. And it looks actually it was affected by the effect of the EMP. Wow, that's one of the few grammar rules that can just bugger off. We got EMP. We got a Diesel trying to protect his homie right here. We have Untamed Panda moving on back. He was with the defensive matrix used right there. Untamed Panda has just enough health. He's going to burn. He's going to slowly burn. If there was the Void Ray in the area, he would be a very prime target. He's going to make it back to base, but Diesel couldn't assist him the whole way. He had enough health, but usually the Raven would fly support. But he couldn't right there because the red side is outnumbers and outguns the blue side right now. Looks like Diesel, though, going to try to pick off interceptors, and that's going to be a lot harder than you'd imagine because the interceptors are upgraded 17 times, 8.5 armor. Balancing that out very well between the Tempests and the interceptors. Very hard balance to do, and Diesel is just there with his burst lasers. The burst lasers are only going to do 16 damage, and the interceptors have, again, the 8.5 armor, so very little right there. That one Tempest staying alive means that Cobra can't launch it, can't warp in anymore. He's just going to gather his energy. It's basically full. Doesn't have Vortex or anything like that. Nox trying to do some damage, trying to hurt this battle station, being EMP'd though. He knows he's going to be EMP'd. He's a good target for it. He has plenty of abilities. So he was just flying in there to doing some backlash rocket damage. Diesel moving up. And will Demicamp be around? It looks like Ghetto had been secret missiled. Cobra, Tempest, back there, shooting stuff. We got a Minion trying to be sneaky, but not trying to take too much damage at one time. EMP being used again. Demicamp can't use his cool abilities because he doesn't have very much energy. He has the cloak, he's got the blink, he's got the charge. He can be sneaky, he can blink in there, he can do extra damage. He can't do any of that stuff without energy. And they know that, so the two EMPing units are going to try to do that EMP thing. Ooh, but they can't if they're going to be feedbacked. 1-2 feedbacks. Looks like they were used against Diesel. Sort of an overkill, but not really. I mean, they both drained energy and did some damage with that drained energy. Smurf taking out the last of the Tempest. More of the Tempest being warped in. Cost 225. Even though he has 525 potential energy, it's still most of it. It's not quite half. It's most of it. Looks like Demcamp gonna move on back. He's got 444. We got Cobra about 300. 380-ish for Ghetto, 419, Nox 715. And looks like he's gonna, let's see what he ends up using that treasure chest of money on. I'm trying to, make a pirate booty joke, but I feel like that would be censored by our friends at the Whole Foods Corporation. Not a sponsor. We have Nox moving back, spending all of his money very quickly. Looks like he used a lot of that on missiles and, shields. He has all that stuff, which is fantastic. Good OSC. Gonna move on back. He's got just the 3 abilities still. Because of that, he went for Protoss Plasma Shields. He's got some shield regen, only at 80. EMP being used. He can't use his abilities if he doesn't have energy. He does have enough potential energy that he could survive with 1 round. He doesn't want to take another EMP round, though. Diesel, moving in there. We got EMP being used. Demcamp doing a bunch of damage. He's got Blackout, though. Blackout being used on the Void Ray. The Void Ray can't move on back, but the red side is nowhere out of the danger zone right now. They have, because of that EMP being used, oh no, they're more susceptible at against the Stasis right there from Minion. Minion Stasis being used. Ghetto's using his hold-up ability as well. With both of them out there, now the only ship that's not in the Stasis is going to be the big target right now. And it looks like Papa Smurf is going to be hit right there. Tempest hurting him right now. Nox moving in, trying to take out this Raven back there, and I think he will right there. Untamed Panda being used, being killed. We got Papa Smurf being killed by Nox, and then the Diesel right there is not going to be able to make it back to base. It looks like that he's taken out as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you guys press like, press subscribe, send your replays to Maffumancasting@gmail.com. Press like, press subscribe, doing StarCraft Star Battle all the time.